Krishna, Hare Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. ठीक है, repeat after me. Vidura uvacha ete prachetaso namha kasya patyani suvrata kasyan vavaye prakhyataha vasatram asata. Indra inquired to Maitreya, "O greatly advanced devotee, who were the prachetas? To which family did they belong? Whose sons were they? Where did they perform the great sacrifice?" So today the topic is glorifying the devotee. Now you see what Narada is doing. Narada can spend his time criticizing the people of this world. Hey, they are like that, they do like that. And see, if you want to become great, that is the easy thing. Learn to glorify. It's very difficult because our nature is we envy. How can you glorify somebody if you envy him? So glorification requires us to become humble. My voice is clear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. So glorification, first thing we have to realize our position. Okay. So it's just like, say, suppose somebody you are criticizing, you absorb that vibration. Or that person is always eating bhoga. That person is always, that enjoyment spirit of the person is there, that comes within you because you're associating with that, He's, can you believe he did that also? And you're associating with that fall down, with that mistake. As you're associating, you get the same quality. And does anybody like, suppose somebody, we all have faults, somebody comes and keeps narrating a fault, see it's like that, you do like that, see it's like that, you do like that. Does anybody like? Correct? Some people are immature, they keep pestering you, sometimes you do like that. People become irritated, enough. Correct? Nobody likes. But when you glorify somebody, don't do flattery. Sometimes what happens, glorification also, we should not do flattery, means don't speak about something which are actually not part of an individual. Suppose somebody is very austere. Okay? You're watching for 1 day, for 1 month, for 2 months, for 6 months, 1 year. And then you see that is not part of his character. Then you can say, the devotee is so austere. Prabhuji is so austere. So every person, when we see any individual, we always find he has some quality that even I don't have. And by glorifying that quality again and again, you also associate with the sincerity and we touch that. That becomes part of your personality. But when you keep meditating on somebody's fault or entertain yourself with somebody's fault, we go down. So to become Mahatma or Duratma, very big, easy thing is, are you glorifying or criticizing? To become Mahatma, we should keep glorifying. To become Duratma, we criticize. Very simple. So what does it mean? We should not see any faults. So first thing, we are not looking for faults. We are looking, unless it's a service. Just like a parents have a service as a child, the guru has service of the students, they can do it. Okay. But otherwise, it doesn't make, unless there is a relationship like that. And if you do, it will be very painful for, just like Srila Prabhupada sometimes used to say even the word rascal, what kind of person? Nobody used to mind, they used to feel smile. because there is an affectionate relationship. Okay. Without that, if you are doing that, just like we are, particularly this is important when as people increase in number. Okay. If that spirit is not there, it will not increase in number. Because nobody, particularly Kali Yuga people are very weak-minded. They cannot hear their faults. Even though they are part of them, they cannot hear. They get disturbed. So you tell somebody up front of the faith, this is their fault, this is their fault, this is their fault. He cannot take it. He collapses, even though you told the truth. Why? Because there is no relationship. If the person looks at you with the relationship of the teacher, then you can do it. Otherwise, avoid. We know in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna chastises Arjuna so gently. How does it say? He says, Pragyavadam sabhashase. Arjuna, you are speaking like a learned man. But learned people don't speak like this. Gatasum or gatasum sa agatasum cha srisriradhagovinda ki jai. So gatasum agatasum cha nanu shochanti panditaha. So what does it say? The learned person does not. It tells Arjuna, Arjuna, the learned person does not. What it doesn't do, learned person? The learned person does not
Lament.
lament. Gatas nanu shochanti. Shochanti means lament. So Arjuna, you are lamenting. Ashochan anavashochastam. You are lamenting for what is not worthy of lamentation. Pragyavadam bhashase. And you are speaking like a very learned man. So, okay, do you appreciate? So gently, Krishna corrected him very gently. So particularly Srila Prabhupada also said that there should be no punishment for his devotees. Prabhupada said. So we have no right to give pain to any servant. They belong to Prabhupada. The whole Iskcon belongs to Prabhupada. So even the devotees belong to him. And Prabhupada said there is no punishment for my devotees. It is not needed. There is no need of it. So when Srila Prabhupada absolved all his followers from any punishment, so who are you to give them pain? They are not. On behalf of Prabhupada, you say, I am instructing, but Prabhupada said, no pain for my devotee, no punishment. You can give punishment physically, even verbally. You cannot do that because they are Prabhupada's property. So you should be gentle, considering to whom they belong. They belong to Prabhupada. Okay? Now, so many thoughts can come on this point of punishment and fault finding. You see the glorification. What is Narada doing? Is he traveling all around the world? Daksha, he said like that. Did he go to the assembly of the Prachetas? Why did he go to the assembly of the Prachetas? Because there was a glorification of the Lord. Kirtayate iti kirtana. That's the definition of kirtana, means glorification. Sometimes we are doing mechanical kirtan, tongue, like Romaharshana Sutta, but actually we are not glorifying. What is the use? We are only singing how nicely I am singing. Arre, my dear sir, all the bhajans are glorification of the Lord, if you know the meaning. But you forget the meaning, even Hare Krishna mantra, you forget all the meaning, you are simply enjoying a music festival. It's not music festival, it's a glorification of the Lord. Just like they say Kirtan Vela. Many people go to Kirtan Vela to hear nice tunes. We are going there to hear the glorification of the Lord. Therefore many prayers are sung. We had a festival many years ago, I told you about it. And we didn't have any professional singers, hardly few devotees. But I was teaching in the colleges, so I had a lot of students. And some of them were actually already chanting 16 rounds and used to sing very nicely. So I put one stage between the altar. One side I put the boys, one side I put the girls. I said sing. So what to do? They sang different Krishna bhajans from the Vaishnava songbook that we have. Bhajahure Mana, like that, all the songs they were singing, one by one. And then I did not know how the response would be. So I went to the public. So how was it? The hall was full. People were just sitting and listening. I said, how was it? This is very nice. But then you don't know this bhajans we are singing? No. They're singing with the heart. So pleasing to hear. So there is a beautiful shloka in this connection. It says, Tadvag Visargo Janataga Viplavo Yasmin Pratishloka Abhaddivati Api Namani Anantasya Yasho Ankitaniyat Shanvanti Gayanti Gridanti Sadavaha. Yashavantiya. Even though there may be a mistake, okay, he's making a mistake of tala, some people make mistake of swara, that doesn't matter. Yat means pratishu abhadivati api. Every pratishloka there is a mistake. Somebody wrote a glorification of the Lord. Okay? It's not that we try to do mistake, uttama shloka, but we try to do as best as possible. Namani antasya yasho ankitanyas, because there is the glorification of the glories of the Lord, and glories of the Lord means glories of devotees. Glorifying a devotee should become our culture, our life. Whenever we gather together, please glorify some devotee, but don't make flattery. Then he will be shocked. You say this person always gets up a Mangalarti and he comes, he's sleeping, then he will be shocked. Simply tell him. No. He chants very attentively, he is standing. You observe some quality, you see that quality is part of that personality, see it for some time, and then glorify. Don't do empty flattery. That is nonsense. Okay, you say you're so fortunate, you have taken life and soul, Srila Prabhupada. That is great. That we can tell, that is true for everybody. You know, you see in Bhagavad Gita also, Krishna keeps glorifying Arjuna throughout. Even though he is refusing to fight, but certain things, he says Mahabaho, simple thing. He says Bharata Shava, best of the Bharata dynasty is such a bit. He says the quality. Anybody else, any other glorification of Arjuna you find in Bhagavad Gita?
Sabve.
Huh?
Sabve.
You can expertly shoot arrows, yes?
Dhananjaya.
Dhananjaya. What is the meaning of Dhananjaya?
Means conqueror of this thing. He had conquered wealth. I mean, so many certificates. Yes.
I need now a lot of Dhananjayas. Ask your friends, relatives. Many people are doing that. There are many noble people. Ask them. Nobody will say no. They'll give 500 rupees. Then collecting many people, it becomes good amount. Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Anagha, Arjuna is addressed to Anagha Prabhu, sinless.
Anagha, so nice. You know, many people, they find fault with Arjuna's qualities, you know. Oh, Arjuna did like that, I feel he did wrong. Hare Krishna is saying Anagha, he giving a certificate in Gita publicly, is Anagha, and you are telling, you know. Krishna is not whispering and Arjuna is here, Anagha. No, he's telling publicly, Anagha, it's a certificate, he's sinless. The Pandavas are sinless, pure, great devotees. And people find fault with them. Yes, any other, just tell me the meaning.
Gudakesha. Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Gudakesha.
What is the meaning of Gudakesha?
The conqueror of sleep.
Conqueror of sleep, yes. Also,
Ignorance.
of ignorance also. Okay?
Ignorance.
See, isn't it glorification? Now, is Krishna saying it artificially? No. There was one day, there was a war in the night and Arjuna fought. Nobody could. Arjuna used to practice fighting in the night, correct? They were stunned. He was fighting. So, what is telling Krishna? Mahabhav, strongly armed. He has strong arms. Yes. Anybody else?
Vibhatsu.
What is the meaning of Vibhasu?
It means that he has strong sense of morality and justice.
Very good, very nice. See. Then?
Dhira.
Huh?
Dhira. Dhira.
Dear. Dear. Yeah, he's very dear to Krishna. Dhira. You said Dhira?
Dhira, yes, Prabhuji. Dhira.
Dhira. Very good. So you see how nice it feels. You're glorifying Arjuna. You whole day do that. Arjuna is, you're just like all the devatas. They are finding the Dhruva Maharaj, 5 years of age. He left home to surrender to Krishna. I can't do that at 70 years of age. 5-year-old boy did that. How great he is, how great. Keep glorifying. Narada is speaking that statement. It is true. It is there in the Bhagavatam. Keep glorifying. And what is Narada doing all day? Only glorifying Krishna. And what are we doing all day? Only criticizing that person. Then you become a Duratma. Glorify, you become a Mahatma. When we get ahead, don't waste your time criticizing somebody. Why you are doing that? Correct? Keep glorifying. And as you keep glorifying the pure devotees of the Lord, See, not only that, in the beginning stages when you glorify the Lord, when you chant Hare Krishna and all, it only purifies. Because our problem is we are envious. We are envious. So when you glorify, your heart becomes so wonderful. Heart becomes like a golden lotus. Correct? There is a statement in Bhagavad Gita. Machchita matagata prana bodhayastas parasparam kateyantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. So Krishna is saying they take great pleasure. Now that tushyanti ramanti will come, not in the day one you started Hare Krishna, tushyanti ramanti. Sometimes by Krishna's mercy you chant attentively, you pray to the Lord, you feel transcendental pressure in the heart. But in the beginning stages we just feel little peace. Now what is Bhagavatam? Now many of you take Bhagavatam class or Gita class, don't you feel so happy after that? Because true, to some extent we are happy, people are listening to us. It's so contaminated. That's all kachara is there. But at the same time, there is a pleasure, no? There is a transcendental pleasure. Please take care of your mic. So, tushyanti cha machchita mata gata prana bodhayastas parasparam kathayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Tushyanti cha ramanti cha. They take great pleasure. So in the beginning stages when it's to glorify, it will be very difficult. Because we have to change, So changing is not easy. You have to change the whole wiring. Somebody asked Srila Prabhupada, you are brainwashing innocent Americans. Prabhupada said that their brain is fit to be washed, dirty. So similarly, our brain has to be rewired. Only knows to find fault, but to glorify is not easy. There is, people are more like Shishupal, finding fault. Even in the Lord, if you want to find fault, look at the condition, you can degrade yourself. You can become like Shishupal, finding fault with Lord Himself. Don't do that. Spend your life, golden your heart. And what happened when Shishupala did the criticism of the Lord? People blocked their ears and they walked out, the saints. So we are not Kshatriyas to take the weapon out. We change the topic. Just change the topic immediately. Because some people are weak. See, finding fault is the nature of weak-minded people. Great people don't do that. Great people glorify. So nice, wonderful. The person also feels encouraged. Just like Krishna, he has some fault, but he has 100 qualities. So Krishna keeps picking that up in the Bhagavad Gita. And that's true. He has not flattered Arjuna at all. He told facts. Facts. So tell facts. Don't speak empty flattery. Tell facts. Okay. So this whole change of consciousness should be our objective. That's what Narada is doing. Why he has gone to the assembly of Prachetas? Because they want to glorify the Lord. That's why he went there. And when he saw the assembly and he's joining in the Kirtana, he said, I like to talk about Dhruva. His own disciple is taking transcendental pleasure, transcendental pride in glorifying Guru Maharaj. And great time. Oh, wonderful. This Dhruva, my God. Stunned. Okay? So you see, on the contrary, what is happening in the world? People are actually spending time. People are actually spending time in criticism. Or another thing, it is said, if any place a fool is glorified, Lakshmi walks away. What has happened? If a fool is worshipped, Lakshmi goes away from that place. So if you want, everybody in the material world is interested in Lakshmi. But Lakshmi will stay in a place where the Lord is glorified. So you glorify the Lord. You glorify pure devotees. Or glorify quality. So we only glorify pure devotee, don't glorify devotee. No, something which is true. Don't empty flattery. Something which is true. Yes, so nice. And the person feels so encouraged. Okay? So fill your heart with the glories of the Lord, but facts, not empty flattery. But the facts. Fill the heart with the glories. Say glories of Dhruva Maharaj, glories of Narad Muni, glories of this, the Krishna's different pastimes. In fact, devotees, when they see Krishna or remember Krishna even directly, indirectly, they have such vikara that which is abnormal materially. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw the Jagannatha deity, he collapsed. What is he seeing? The glories of the Lord make devotees faint. Any other example? What happened to Murari Gupta? Who knows the instance? Hare Krishna. Yeah, nobody speaking. Okay, tell me another instance where a great devotee, when he had a symptom of ecstasy, hearing the glories of the Lord or anything connected to the Lord.
Prabhuji, Pundarika Vidyanidhi.
What happened to him?
When Mukunda narrated the shloka that Ahobakiyam Stanakala Kutam, that shloka, Prabhuji.
Tell the
So
shloka.
he had that. Completely, I don't know, Prabhuji. Correct.
So, okay. So it touched him. So what happened to Pundarika Vidyanidhi at that time?
He was sitting on a throne and he fell down, throwing all his servants were serving him with a chamara and all that. So he rolled down on the floor and showed the symptoms of ecstasy, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
We see so many times Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in a Nama Sankirtana used to roll on the ground in ecstasy. So glories of the Lord give us unlimited happiness. Okay? So we have to learn to change ourselves. Okay? It's not easy, but change our personality. Okay? Any other instance anybody can tell the glories of the Lord somebody heard and he went into ecstasy?
Dhruva Maharaj, he was asking for material things, but on seeing the Lord, he was like,
Yes, he went into ecstasy and forgot of material desire. Very good. Anything else?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Prabhuji, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entered the Jagannath temple,
As
he
I
used
told
to
no.
such
I
aesthetic
myself
mood.
told. Just now I told.
Get in that aesthetic mood and used to be in that mood for 2 to 5 days.
Very good. That I told, just now I told. Tell other ones.
Srivasa Pandita felt in ecstasy after listening Bhagavatam.
Who?
Srivasa Pandita, Panchatattva mantra.
Okay, Shivas. Yes, very good. Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, any other instance? So we can see, therefore, the conclusion is that we see the devotees going to unlimited happiness, hearing the glories of the Lord. Isn't it? What is Bhagavatam? Collection of glories of the Lord and collection of glories of devotees. So who will hear this? See, our nature is we hear glories of somebody. That's our nature. Okay? By nature we are that only. We are servant. By nature we hear somebody's glories. What do? We hear the glories of fools, and therefore all inauspicious follows us. Make a decision to stop hearing the glories of fools. If you hear glorification of fools, it is done. Therefore, you see so many places, the Mayavadis, India is full of 90% so-called spiritualists are all Mayavadis. No criticism. But what do they glorify? What they are saying, my Lord, you have no eyes, you have no hand. Is it glorification? Uttama shloka, Lord should be glorified with topmost words, not nonsense like this. We don't glorify Lord, such nonsense. Shyama Sundara, unlimitedly beautiful. Why Nirakara? This is not glorification. Okay? So people do not know how to glorify. Uddhava, yes, so many examples. The devotees spend their life glorifying. So that, you see people, they glorify Devi Devatas, you are the controller. No, Shastra says, Shavanam Kirtanam Vishnu. Kirtanam should be done of Vishnu, glorification done of Vishnu. Then we will see everybody is transcendently purified, transcendently satisfied, and life become perfect. What did Parikshit Maharaj do? Death was coming. He just enjoying hearing the glories, not criticism. Oh, Shukdev Goswami said, I want to tell you criticism. No. It tells the nature of the world. Shotavyadini Rajendra Rinam Santim Sahasashaha Apashyatam Atma Tattvam Griheshu Griha Medina. It's a Shotavyadini Rajendra. It's the people I see, Parikshit Maharaj, are busy hearing so many things. They will not have time to hear about Krishna. Apashyatam, they don't know My real attention is to hear about Krishna. No, they will waste their time hearing the glories of fools. See, anything anybody is speaking, what is he doing? Is glorifying somebody. Stop hearing glories of fools. Enough? What is newspaper? Glorification of politicians. Why you are wasting your time? Manoranjan, as I've been telling last few days. Entertainers. Because people are like Shudras, so they like Manoranjan. Suppose in the Vedic time, you are given a 1 hour time you have. You can go sit and hear a kirtan. You can do some film show, this show, Manoranjan. Where you will go? That shows the kind of character of a person. It's like a child is born, one side they put money, one side they put Bhagavatam, see where. Where anybody goes, where you find Manoranjan. So where we find Manoranjan? Tushanti cha ramanti cha. So in the beginning stages, because the heart is not pure, there is no taste in glorifying the Lord, taste in glorifying devotees. There is no taste. Because of our nature, we are not Mahatma. Mahatma means only thing it does whole day is glorify the Lord, glorify the devotee. And Duratma, simply criticize. Then it shows the character of a person. He's not very great person. He's a Duratma, waste. Wasting his life, wasting others' time. And others' life also. By hearing the criticism, we fall down. It's very painful to hear somebody's criticism. Correct? Okay? So glorification is not easy. It requires us to change our attitude in life. It is gradual. Spend time glorifying. Insecure people criticize. Don't be insecure. Krishna is protecting everybody. If you feel certain of that, avashya rakshibhe Krishna. Certainly Krishna will protect you. And then glorify the Lord. Okay, nice. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
All
Thank you.
gathering
Hare
together.
Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
Glorification of Radha Govinda. Take care. Welcome, welcome everybody. Now that we have entered the August month, only 18 days remaining. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Pancha kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavyo namo namo anant koti vaishnaviti ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.